So I'm going to be doing a hair curling tutorial, and I know I've done some of these in the past years ago on my blog, but I wanted to do one since I have a long bob, or a lob as some people call it. I just wanted to do like a quick little hair curling tutorial. So this is what my hair looks like after I take a shower at night and then just let it air dry. And I actually wore it in a ponytail to work today. So what I'm going to do is just brush through it. And I also wanted to point out that my hair is cut into like an angled bob. So this piece is longer than the ones in the back. And then there are just a few layers that are about this short. So that makes it easier for the curls to fall and look really good versus just having it all one length. So here are the tools that you're going to need. Number one is this iron guard, and this is really good for heat protectant. It's up to 400 or something degrees. I mean, it's crazy how much heat protectant it provides. Then any kind of hairbrush. I like the wet brush, and this is what I've used for a long time. It's kind of got a lot of hairs in it. I probably need to clean it, but this brush is amazing. It's my favorite brush. I use it when I get out of the shower. I use it during the day. I use it all the time. The next thing you'll need is this little teasing stick, and this one is from Sephora. You can get them anywhere though. I like the ones that have the bristles and the brush instead of just the ones with the little plastic bristles, because I think these work a lot better for giving volume. Then you need some sort of texturizing spray. I like this Oribe dry texturizing spray, but really you can use any kind. I have some from drugstores, but I really like this one. It is a little pricey, but the bottle does last you a really long time. And then you'll also need a curling iron. This is a 1.5 inch barrel Conair, and it really doesn't matter if it's 1 or 1.5 inch. Typically I like to use a 1 inch better, but the 1 inch that I have doesn't have a kickstand, so it would be hard to do a video for. So what I like to do is start in the back, and I just take my curling iron and curl away from the face. But I do big chunks, and I make sure to leave the tail out because that's really key to have that tousled wave look. It's really popular right now with bobs and long bobs. So it's important to leave that little tail out, and it'll be more apparent once I get to the front. And I'm not really going to take much time on the back because I know that you all won't be able to see the back anyways. But what I do is just curl it, and then I kind of like to hold it like this with my hand to set the curl, and then I'll let it go. If I have a lot of time, I will put my hair into sections with a clip, and then I'll do the top and the bottom. But if I'm trying to do a quick look, then I'll just do it all as one layer. So holding that piece, and I actually forgot to spray on the iron guard, but just know that you should probably do that if you curl your hair a lot, because you don't want to damage your hair. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and spray some on right now, just a little bit, and I'll go ahead and get this side started. I like the smell of this stuff a lot. I've used a lot of heat protectants, and for some reason, I love the smell of this chai or chai, however you say it. And I've used this one for a long time too. I actually was on a work trip, and one of my roommates was using it, and I said, "What are you using? That smells amazing." And she was like, "Oh, it's this heat protectant spray." And I'd used heat protectants in the past, but never this particular one. And this one protects, I want to say it's up to like 400 degrees. I don't know why it doesn't say it on the bottle, but it's got some serious heat protectant. So I went to get my hair done last week, and I wanted it to be a little more ombre. I go back and forth between just getting regular highlights and ombre. My hairstylist probably thinks I'm crazy, but this time I did more of an ombre look, and then went ahead and made an appointment for November, and I'm probably gonna get the roots stretched even further down to make it more ombre. But that's what they call when you get your roots dyed the same color as your hair, but you just stretch your root down. And she was gonna do that this past time, but we just didn't. So see how that has a good chunk of the end just kind of hanging out? And then I'm gonna hold it with my hand. And then one of the keys to this look, and I did not know this until my hairstylist taught it to me, is to take at least one piece of your hair on either side, or actually on both sides, and curl it the opposite direction of what you're curling it on that side. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. And it's really important for this front piece to look very good because it's going to give kind of the look of your hairstyle, especially if you're taking pictures or you're going to go somewhere where you're going to be in pictures. See, I don't think that curled good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn up the temperature on here. I have one of the curling irons that actually lets you go hotter. So I'm going to turn up the temperature. And actually my hair has a lot of issues holding curl anyways. It's always been like that. So I'll do my hair and curl it and it'll look amazing at night. And I'll think, yeah, I'm gonna get some use out of this. I'll be able to wear it like this tomorrow, just with a little dry shampoo. Well, no, my hair does not last at all. So I'm lucky to just get like one day out of my hair. See, I'm having to go back over a few of the pieces. But now that I have the temperature turned up, we're good to go. As long as you use that heat protectant. All right, so this is what I was telling you all about. You're gonna take one piece of hair and it can kind of be in the middle. So we've been curling away from the face since we started. But what we're gonna do with this piece of the hair is we're gonna curl it into the face. So we're gonna take one piece of hair on each side towards the middle and curl it the opposite direction. And my hairstylist said this is the key to all of her, she has a really cool Instagram account where she puts all of her hair pictures, her hair styling pictures. And she said that this is the key to that super trendy, popular kind of tousled wave look that's in right now, is to have one random piece in the middle and then curl it in or opposite of what you're curling. So then we just go to the other side, and this side's always faster because it is the smaller side of my part. And like I was saying earlier, we're gonna do the pieces up here and then curl them away from the face. And then we're gonna pick that one random piece in the middle and curl it into the face. So for this side, I'm gonna pick this big piece right here. And just remember, if you get confused, you've been doing it this way. So now we're gonna do it this way. And then of course you wanna leave the little tail out. And on that piece, I like to give it a little extra time just so it really gets the curl good. And that one didn't curl very well. Oops. See, I'm even doing it the wrong way now. But you know what? It's okay if you start to do it the wrong way, because the curling iron is so hot, it will totally erase what you just did. Kind of like a straightener. So I'm gonna let that sit and take it out. And then it looks like we got one more piece to go, and then I'll show you what I do after. And like I said, this is a really loose curl look. If you use the 1-inch barrel, it gives you a little bit of a more tighter curl look. It's just that my 1-inch barrel curling iron does not have a kickstand. So I'm gonna get this piece one more time, since it's the first thing that people see. I'm gonna leave it in there. and take it out. All right, turn the curling iron off. So instead of hairspray, I don't really like hairspray. Maybe that's why my hair falls out, my curls fall out all the time. I really like these dry texturizing sprays. I mean, they might be similar to hairspray, but I like to get them all up in my roots, all in the hair. Okay, then I take the teaser and get just that top layer and then just give it a really good tease. And usually I just do the top layer. I mean, you can get into it and do your hair further down, but I just like to do that top layer. So you could potentially kind of get down in here too. So if you want it to look messy, I would stop here. If you're wanting it to look more polished, then you can go ahead and brush out your hair and it'll look kind of more shiny. I like it to look messy though. So this is the end result, and I hope this was helpful. I wish my 1-inch curling iron would have been able to be operable, but instead I used the 1.5 inch, and like I said, either one is fine. This one's just gonna give you more bigger curls. So hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.